And hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully the mic sounds beautiful. If you're wondering who this lady is, my name is Miss Shannon, and I am excited to bring you to our first edition of SrchPop Live, our pop-up sale. And so I'm going to give you some information today about SrchPop, what you can get from SrchPop, and I'm also going to introduce you to a fantastic maker, her product, and let you know how you can get some deals on that. But first of all, if you are joining us wherever you are watching right now, if you are on our website, if you're on Facebook, if you are on Instagram, if you are wherever you are, we appreciate you being part of the show. But you can be even more a part of the show. If you want to put any comments into this SrchPop Live pop-up sale, then you need to go to the SrchPop, that's SrchPop, SrchPop Facebook page. You can go ahead and put your comments there in the chat, and then I'll be able to see them and shout you out throughout the broadcast. So make sure you go to our Facebook page. There's also lots of other reasons to go to the Facebook page and our Instagram page, but I'll get to that in a second. I'm very excited. If you have not been familiar with SrchPop, you are going to absolutely love it. Here's why I like it. I'm one of those people that, I've been very blessed so far that myself, my younger sisters, my mom and I, our little nuclear family, we are all at that point that if we're buying each other something, we want it to have kind of a story behind it. You want to know a little bit about it. We don't necessarily have to spend time going back and forth to big box stores. So what we do is that we will go to SrchPop, and you can go to this website. You go to SrchPop.com, and it will help you look for individualized, sometimes pre-loved, sometimes maker-made items, and it'll go to all of the websites for you. So instead of you going to Etsy and Amazon and eBay, it'll go, let me look at all of those things. Instead of you looking for a deal on Poshmark, you just go to SrchPop, and you put in what it is that you're searching for, and it will hook you up. It is a fantastic resource for you, especially if you want to get something that's a little bit out of the norm. If you're like, I don't have time to go around to all of these different stores and just see what is the new hotness, SrchPop can help you do that. And so today we are going to feature one of their makers, a fantastic family-owned company out of Utah. And so we're going to go through some skincare items today, and you can see that on your screen right now. And we're going to get to know the folks from Oleo Skincare later on during the show. And I'm going to tell you some stories about what experiences I had with their products. This has been really fun for me because before I found SrchPop, I'm a big eBay person, especially with some of the things that my kid, he's 13. And I call him Cyclone Kid in case you wonder. He's very into finding some things that are a little more on the vintage side, the pre-loved side. And so being able to go to SrchPop and go, hey, maybe I couldn't find it on eBay, but putting it into SrchPop on SrchPop.com has really helped me out immensely. And I'll let you know, it's easy enough that a 13-year-old, that's his new jam, is looking for things there. So shout out to SrchPop. So I want to make sure that you have a chance to experience it. And then there's also some deals that you get just for following us on all of our social media sites and also being a SrchPop VIP pop star. So here's what you do. Go and make sure you follow SrchPop. Again, you can see that on your screen right now, SrchPop. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and also go to our website, SrchPop.com, and become a VIP pop star by joining our email club. And here's what's going to happen. You go and you do those three things, and you're like, oh my gosh, Miss Shannon, I just met you. You're already putting me through hoops. Look, it's 3 little hoops, and you're on social media anyway. So you make sure that you go to SrchPop.com, join our email club, go to Facebook, follow us also on Instagram, and then you are going to qualify for a free mystery bag. That's a $10 value, and we are going to be telling you more about that mystery bag in our next pop-up sale. We already have one on the calendar. That's going to be coming up on Tuesday, May 11th. So make sure you do those 3 things so you're qualified for when we start sending out those mystery bags. Now, all right, so as I said, we are going to introduce you to one of the fantastic makers, and you can find their products on SrchPop.com. And so we are going to talk about this particular product. go to our website. That's up there as well. But we are going to talk about the Oleo skincare products today. And I'm going to talk about this for a while, and I'm also going to have my friend producer John's going to come back in here because there's a particular product that I sent him home to test. But before we do that, we are going to start with our first package today. And so this is another great thing that you get by being one of our VIP pop stars and for watching this broadcast, because you're already getting great deals by going to SrchPop.com. But when you watch this broadcast and you put in our code word, which we're going to give you, you're going to get additional benefits, including a discount that no one else is going to get just by being able to say that you watched it and you learned about the product in the broadcast. But you're also going to get free shipping, which I think is absolutely fantastic, because how many times have we went and said, hey, that's a deal on something that we bought online, and then we start putting it in and they start adding a little tax. We're like, it looks a little less of a deal. And then once they out on the shipping, sometimes you're like, I should have just waited. Why did I even do this? Shipping is insane. Well, you don't have to worry about that, because we are going to cover the shipping for you and give you a discount on these amazing products. So we're going to start with what we have right here. It's the Spend the Night In collection that we have today. And again, all of our products today are going to be from Oleo Skincare, so shout out to them. You can also follow them on social media. They are fantastic. So it starts with a couple of products that we have here. So you'll see that we have we're going to start down here on the end, our face and body oil. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. Also, it has our rose water spritz that we have here. And then the final thing I'll tell you about today is our Make Yourself Rosy mask. So we're going to go through each of these things. You know, we have been learning over the last months of quarantine that self-care is a big thing. And I know some people have either gone all in on their self-care routine or they have thrown it completely out the window. Like there are people, I was just reading an article where there's people that have given up on it because they're not around other human beings right now. And they go, all I do is wash my hands and other important bits. I am telling you that you need to get back into taking care of yourself. If you have letting that all fall apart just because you're like, well, nobody else sees me, you see you, and you deserve a night in with yourself. And these are 3 great products to do it. So you can start with, go ahead, make yourself a nice warm bath. You can go in there, you can make sure that you get nice and cozy, even if you want to do a shower. And this is something that you can do for yourself every day in your mindfulness routine. So you can go ahead, you take that nice warm shower, and then we get out, you go ahead and you moisturize with this face and body oil. And it is going to do wonders for you. Right now, we have so much stress that's going on in your life, and you want to go, how do I get rid of some of that stress and some of that cortisol? Give yourself 2 extra minutes to add this into your routine, and you will be amazed how big of a difference it is. So with this face and body oil, what you do is that it's made with natural products. And it's a great way to moisturize your face and your body without all of those unsafe ingredients that we normally have. Have you looked at the back of a product label lately and you're like, I can't even pronounce all of these words? Well, that is not something that's going to happen when you use any of these Oleo skincare products. So this is a vitamin oil blend, and it's a fantastic product that you can use as a lotion replacement from head to toe. So make sure you check that out. Also, then we're moving on to this rose water. And the rose water, I've seen these kind of spritzes before. This one I thought was fantastic because you can use this as an aftercare for sun care or sunburns. You can also use it if you have a dry scalp. Then you can use it as a foot spray or an aftershave. And my favorite thing when I was looking at this particular product, because it is a tonic that you can use, it says you can use it on your pets. And that was my favorite thing about this. I don't have a dog, but I do have a cat. He's very fancy. I call him Luke Cage Skywalker. He's amazing. So I decided that, you know what? I have been trying to work on him. He's been looking, honestly, even though I brush him all the time, a little dusty, a little dandruffy. To the point that I'm like, do I have to start feeding him something different? I had decided that I was going to try and maybe put some fish oil tablets into his food. All these things that I had tried. I'm like, why does my cat look so dusty? And then I saw that I could use this. So I have been spritzing him and moving this into my cat's routine. I feel the fanciest I have ever felt in my life. I will be honest with you. And so I'm still working on it, but I figure if I'm doing something for me, My cat's really important to me. This is something I could do for him as well. So if you want to give yourself a little laugh during the week, just have your cat smelling like rose water. It will do a ton for your self-esteem. Going, I have the fanciest cat on the block. Then I'm going to bring you down to our Make Yourself Rosy mask. I'll be honest with you, before I tried this, I was a little concerned because rose-related products, all those flowery things, don't always work with me. Like sometimes what they end up doing is they make my allergies start a little bit more. So I'm going, maybe it's the roses. I don't know. So I'm like, but I wanted to give this a shot. And so this is an amazing, amazing product. And I did not have any adverse effects at all with this one. So here's what you can do. So with this Make Yourself Rosy product, what you do is it'll do a great job of getting all of those particulates and everything out of your skin. So you just go ahead, you get a nice scoop of it right before bedtime, what you can do, and you put it on as a mask, let it sit for a few minutes, and then you can just go ahead and dab it off and it'll be fine. You can also use it as a spot treatment if you have any complex blemishes on your face. So what you can do is just put a little bit of the mask, any place that you might have one of those complex blemishes, let it sit overnight, let it do its work. That'll be fine. Just take care of it in the morning. And you know what? Hey, get some really good like pillowcases, which you should have anyway. If it gets a little bit on that, you'll be fine. So go ahead and take care of that. I was really impressed with all of these products. And again, it was fantastic to be able to sit there and go, what have I not been spending enough time on? You know, you get so busy, especially if you're like a busy mom or any of those things. We're working. We're talking about the fact that so many of us that are now working from at home, our work days have been extended and we're getting so much more done, but we're working all the time. It's okay to just take a few minutes for yourself and do something like this because eventually we're going to have to leave the house. So you might as well start working on it now. So you can use all of these products, especially if you're doing this mask. And if you have like oily or combination skin, they suggest that you do this 2 to 3 times a week. You know, you can do it 1 to 2 times a week. If you have more like dry or sensitive skin, just back off it a little bit. And then all you do is just give yourself a little zhuzh. You know, I love losing that word. Give yourself a little zhuzh. So you put all of those things together and you're going to have the perfect combination to feel so much better with your skincare routine. So make sure you check that out. You can get this first package, all of those items in the Spend the Night In package, exclusive on our SrchPop Live pop-up sale show price is $34. That's a 15% savings on all of these items together. So all you do is go to the website, SrchPop.com, and then use the keyword Pop Star when you check out. And that's going to be the same for all of our packages today. When you check out, use the code word Pop Star as your coupon code. And that's going to make sure that you get that discounted price only available from watching the show. And also make sure you get that free shipping, as I mentioned before. So again, the Spend the Night In package that has the face and body oil, the Rose Water Tonic, and also the Make Yourself Rosy mask going right now on SrchPop.com for only $34. So make sure you check that out. Go and get it right now. It is not going to be at that price for very long. And also the other thing about it is that we have a limited number of items at this price. So these packages are going to go quickly and you're going to be going, I woke up and all of a sudden it was gone. I don't get the deal. So you can always get the products, you just can't get them at this particular discount. So make sure you go to the website SrchPop.com, use the code word POPSTAR, and you can check out that Spend the Night In package available for you right now. So go ahead and take care of that. Take care of yourself. All right, we are going to now move on to, I'm going to get producer John in here because we want to move on to our next package of the day, our natural skin and hair care package. All right, so I'm going to get that together. Let's see. That one. Oh, here it is. All righty, let me reach over here. And then I'm going to make it fancy. Thank you, producer John. We're going to get this stuff right there. Well, I'm going to turn it anyway. It's so funny. It's like having your work husband around. He's like, stop moving my things, John. This was really fun. This natural skin and hair care package that we're going to talk about next. So this includes the Salty Citrus Face Exfoliant, which is right here, a shampoo bar, and I'll be honest with you, I had seen these before, but I had never experienced this, and so I used this on my kiddo, my 13-year-old son. So the shampoo bar, it also comes with this lovely spoon, so you can figure this all out, and then it has a microfiber that comes with it as well. So if you're wondering what should I use as I'm using all of these exfoliants and things, if you have a microfiber cloth, that is great for you. You can see the picture right there on our screen. If if you're using something and you're like, okay, maybe it feels a little bit too abrasive, this comes with the perfect implements for you to go ahead and get this done. So normally this would be $25.49. Instead, you get, again, that 15% savings, and reminding that you're also going to include that free shipping by using that code word POPSTAR. Instead, for that, we're getting that 15% discount of $21.49. So you're going to get all of these products. I had been, one of those things I tried for a while because I wanted to have those natural products without all of those unsafe ingredients that we talked about earlier. So I had looked on a bunch of websites and tried to go through a little bit of an experiment and making my own face scrubs. That lasted for about 2.5 days. Like, I did it once. And I was very proud of myself that I went through it. I'm like, hey, I can do this. I'm going to be that organic. I like using vegan products. I want to make sure that things are safe and I'm not putting anything in, more excessive and all of these extra components into things. I can make it. I looked up all of these things. I watched a bunch of those. I saw some stuff on Pinterest. I looked at some stuff on YouTube, and I made it, and it was great. And then I said, I'm never going to do that again. I'm going to go back to buying products. So being able to buy a product that has all of those natural ingredients, that is safe, that is great for our environment and great for your skin, this is the product for you. So you could get this amazingly. I like all of the citrus smells as well. I feel like they're a very youthful, invigorating smell. So you can go ahead and use this product on your face, and it will do all of those things for you without you having to do all of the legwork of grinding things. And I had to use like a mortar and pestle, and yeah, that was way too much. I'm like, you're being way extra. Just go ahead and buy it. And especially since you can get it today at this 15% discount by using that code word and going to our SrchPop.com website. And regarding the shampoo bars, it was one of those things that I was like, I know because my kiddo has some special challenges because we do happen to be on the autism spectrum. So I help him with a lot of his hygiene routine. So a shampoo bar made sense for us because as I'm helping him learn to use it and have the right amount of product, being able to use it in this form made so much more sense because we were going through so much shampoo and it was so much more work to rinse it all out, because trying to tell him, oh, you only need a quarter size amount or you only need that, it really wasn't working for us. So shampoo bars are a great opportunity for us. And you can get a variety of them. They have all of these different ones. There's scented and unscented varieties. This particular one that we're talking about today, this is the coconut milk variety, which I thought was very hydrating on his, combination texture hair. So even though if you have curly locks, all these different kinds of hair and different hair textures, this shampoo bar is the right thing for you. And again, this is a limited quantity that you can get at this particular discount, that 15% savings, just by going to SrchPop.com. Go ahead and get that, get this natural skin and hair care combination package today by using, again, that code word POPSTAR. All right, finally, okay, somebody go yell for producer John, because here's the thing. Our next package specifically had our male viewers in mind. And so for all of the women who are watching out there, if you have a man in your life who is moving into that that brand new skincare routine, if you're like, hey, you decided you wanted to grow this beard, I know that lots of people, that's the main thing. You see, all of us women, we all got these different colored highlights and we change our hair a lot during this quarantine thing. A lot of my male friends all decided, you know what? I never grew a beard before. I'm going to grow one now. And I'll be honest with you, they were not all good at it. I'm sure you have a man in your life that you're like, okay, I don't think that looks the way you think it's supposed to look. Yeah, I think you need to work on that. And it just made me really think about it because I have a friend who works in the skincare industry, and she had done some mother-daughter skincare classes before because it just made us really think, well, do people really sit down with us when we're younger and teach us how to take care of our skin? And that made me think, well, it's hard enough when you're working with a young girl, but we really don't teach young boys how to take care of their skin, or that it's something that they should even think about. And then they're all itchy and scratchy. You know, my kid, you know, he's at that age that I'm trying to teach him how to take better care of his face because he's getting a few of that early, puberty acne, and I'm trying to help him out. So it's okay to talk about your skincare routine, whether you're a man or a woman. So we have the great thing for you. This is the Wasatch Woodsman Beard Pack. So there are a number of items here. So it helps you out. It's like you have a comb for you. You have your beard balm. It has your beard and face oil. And this I thought was fantastic. This is your Wasatch Woodsman's face and body soap. Oh my gosh, this was changing my whole life because I have a stinky 13-year-old boy that I live with. And so being able to go, nope, I got the soap for you, and I don't even have to feel like I'm doing anything wrong. I'm like, I got it for you. Now, I was going to, when we first talked about doing this, I was like, okay, I can go ahead and practice and use some of this beard oil and use some of the beard balm on this. But then I was like, you know what's better? Let's just send John. Yes. So we'll just send it home with producer John. So producer John, I think you need to flip that mic on for us real quick.
Oh yeah, no
yeah. So let's pop that on. I got a thing. Just pop that up and then give us a couple of tests in that. Make sure we can hear your lovely melodious voice.
You can hear me now.
Yeah, kind of thing. It's like kind of thing. I'm not sure. We're gonna pot you up in a second. So okay. You were a great test person for the beard and face oil. Because I've been your friend for a really long time.
Yes.
That beard is new.
Yes, it is.
That beard is new. So, so Director Gabe, can we hear John? Okay, what do you think?
Are we good?
We can hear him if he can just put the mic in front of his face a little more.
So move it a little bit closer to your face. There you go. Talk into the mic like a young rapper. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Right,
in fact, I think you need to turn it around. That's what you need. Well, point it at you.
Point it out like that?
There
Perfect.
we go.
All right, now we're good.
I bet you didn't know that. See, that is why I'm a professional. Like, I know that microphones have a front and a back.
Yeah.
So I get to stay. Okay. So you are much better at this than my test dummy that I had here. So we sent you home.
Yes.
I test drove a version of the face and body soap on my kiddo.
Yep.
And you used the beard oil and the beard balm.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, when I first saw that beard on you, I was like, I don't think beards are for him. It looks much better.
Thank you. Yeah, I know we've been working on prepping this for a couple weeks.
Yes.
And so I just got my beard like a couple months ago. I just started growing it out. And I've never used any skincare products or anything like that. So this is all brand new. So when we sat down and you were like, you should really try this out. Right. And so I was trying out the beard face oil. And all you do is you put just like a little drop or so, 2 drops into your palm of your hand. You wash it in, scrub it into your face. And what I realized was that it really does moisturize and make it feel soft all day long.
Right.
So I was kind of surprised because up until started using this like 2 weeks ago, up until I started using it, like with a beard, I felt like my skin was drying out.
Right.
I was starting to see more flakes because, again, the length of the beard was getting longer, and I've never used skin products before.
Right.
I've never used any beard products before.
So some of those natural oils that you'll get, that sometimes are problematic for people. Like you're probably touching your face a lot more because of the beard. And we're doing mask on, mask off, all these things because of the complex universe that we live in right now.
That's right.
So I think it's fantastic that we are getting that male skincare awakening and going, these are things that are so much better for you in general, because I know a lot of men, they'll have those shave bumps or those other things that might happen. And so being able to have a good skincare routine can help all of those things as well.
Exactly. So then I started using the beard balm. So I apply the beard oil first, then do the beard balm. What that was helping me with was really keeping my hairs going in the right direction.
Right.
So we're all living in this pandemic with a mask on, mask off, and so forth. And with the you don't always carry around the beard comb and stuff like that. And so I noticed with the beard balm, when I started using that as part of my daily ritual, that the hairs on the beard were all still pointing in the right direction.
Right. I don't think that people realize this when they first try to start growing a beard. And I've talked to male friends about this before, that you can have, just like you can have cowlicks on your head, you can have cowlicks in your beard where it'll grow like a weird way. And you're like, why does it do that?
Yes.
And I think the other thing that's great about this is you're saying, okay, you touch it, you set it, and you forget it. Because so much of what we're doing now, like I know one of the things I realized as we were moving into pandemic world was how much I touch my face. Yes. And so you still want to be able to go, I've moisturized it, I've taken care of it, I don't have to putz with it all day. Because you might be in a scenario where maybe you didn't get your hand sanitizer right away. You just don't want it to be that fidget that we used to have.
Exactly. And I'm always like, especially when I was brand new, the beard was brand new, running my hands through the beard.
Sure.
Oh yeah, totally. Because you're on Zoom calls and I don't know, just like you're playing with it. It's like new. It's something new.
Right.
And then now I certainly don't do it as much or play with my beard as much.
Right.
But what I like is that it does feel like I stepped out of the shower all day long. It doesn't feel like the need, like it kind of almost got a little itchy a little bit, you know, because like it's growing and like it feels different.
Exactly.
And the beard oil, I'm like a huge fan. Like you said, like I've never used skin product before. I've never done any of this stuff before, and trying something new and different really does make a difference. And like you feel fresh all day. I understand like women doing this all the time.
Exactly.
Like I'm hooked.
And it helps you out. And I'm just saying that for anybody out there, you want to start this process now.
Yeah.
Before we get back to the fact that we get to be up close and personal with people again.
Right.
Because this is
true.
Everybody. Because it's one of those things like I've been around male friends before that didn't take care of their beard.
Yeah.
And you judge.
Yeah.
Why do they look so like they just woke up? Did they mean it to look that way?
Yeah.
Just like people judge women, you know, those things. I think it's also good to know that it does, if you're working on, I don't want to have a lot of colognes, I don't want to have all those things.
Right.
Having a good conditioner for your beard helps out with that a ton.
Yeah. Right. And especially when you're like just growing a beard for the first time and you got to train your face and your hair to all like move in the right direction and you sculpt it. And, I've been playing with some of that as well. Right. And, the beard comb really makes a difference. So the demo, like I watched the demo video, for Oleo.
Good.
And it was really helpful just kind of seeing like how because this is my first time.
Right.
How to take care of a proper beard, putting the oil into it and then the beard balm. I really like that, and then the soap, of course, making it feel good in the shower. So making sure like everything feels fresh and nothing dries out. That is so important in skincare.
And knowing that you're not going to have those ingrown hairs, it can help with a lot of those things. And that you're not using something that it doesn't have all those chemicals in it that your face basically gets addicted to. That you're going to have all of these scenarios where like now I'm breaking out more.
Yeah.
When I was trying to make it better, or you're not going to end up with this redness or any of these other skin concerns that you'll have.
Exactly. And
I think it's
that's
fantastic.
why I was hesitant before. I was kind of worried about that with the skin breakout.
Right.
And that's exactly why I wasn't doing a beard as much. Or I would do a beard and I keep it really, really short because it was the hairs were too dry.
Right. So they just probably looked unruly and you weren't
doing
it. Now, I think that's a good length for you.
You like it?
I like it. And
You're not just saying that.
I'm not just saying that.
All right.
Because remember when you first showed up with that beard, I was like,
yeah.
Sure you want to do that?
And I hadn't even, you did say that, and I hadn't even started using any product yet.
No. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
you were like, you gotta try this out.
Exactly.
Let us know.
Yeah, that was before. At first I'm like, well, I'll just play with it, and I was like, no, could you please take this home?
Yeah, and I'm glad you did because now you're seeing the difference. It's like kind of the before and the after, and you're telling me that it does look shinier, healthier.
And I do think that it's also good because you have a son about the same age as mine. I think it's good to be able to go as parents. This is a conversation that maybe no one had with us because I don't remember my mom ever sitting me down and going, hey, let's talk about skincare.
My parents didn't.
Right. And so I think that it is one of those things that it's good because I have, with my kid, gone, come here, we need to wash your face. I'm the spa mom. Like I have like an exfoliator that I use on him.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him to have a lot of those quote unquote teenage skin problems, especially, we have enough things we're worrying about, with trying to figure out if we should do stay at distance learning or in-person school or what are you doing. So, and he's going to be full of all of these hormones. That's what happens when you're 13.
Yep.
So for me, trying to teach him that that's part of the routine is, no, you can wash your face.
Yeah.
And that's not a thing that makes you, we attribute all of these. Is it masculine? Is it feminine? Skincare and taking care of your thing doesn't have to be anything. It's a human being thing.
Yeah.
So all of the products that we're talking about here from Oleo Skincare, there are ones that are specifically designed for different body styles or types, but anybody could use them. Like I was saying that one of the things that I really liked about the Wasatch Woodman body lotion is, the body soap, is I enjoyed the way that it smelled, because I always don't want those stereotypical feminine smells, those overly flowery ones, those overly things. Having something like this that smells heady and woodsy and puts that in, there's something about that I thought was like even kind of sexy, going, okay, I liked it, kind of thing. There's something, I hate to use the word primal, but that's the word that I thought of at the time, going, okay, no, I like this. And it didn't smell like a bunch of chemicals. Maybe that's part of the reason why I liked it. And I love all of these products for that same thing. And so it's got to be good for you, because your beard is right under your nose. So this and whether you have quality breath or quality products in your beard, all of those things affect you too. So I'm glad that it worked out for you.
Well, and what I think is interesting is that you're an important witness to what my beard looked like 2 weeks ago. Like where it was like dry and kind of flaky. I didn't have any product in it. I didn't even know how to do this. And then I got the product. I watched the videos. I started using it. And what I noticed now is that you are going, I see the difference.
We have a question. We'll go to the chat.
Yeah.
So Tevin went to our SrchPop Facebook page and put in, does it help with beard growth? My ability to grow a beard is non-existent. Okay, this doesn't have a lot of like those testosterones in it that could do that. But here's the thing, is I do think that when you have a good process like this, if it takes a little longer for your beard to grow in, this helps you wait that out. Because it's one of those things that you are keeping your skin healthy, you're keeping those follicles healthy. So you're probably more likely to have a experience that you'll enjoy. So I think you give it a shot, is what I think, Tevin. I cannot say, because this is and we'll talk to the founder of Oleo Skincare, that is not something that we put in that. Like I'm looking through it, it'll say that it'll do things like it's great for the hydration of your skin. It reduces the underbeard itch. It reduces acne, ingrown hair sores, beard dandruff, all of those things. And it's an amazing plant-based product. But I am sorry, Tevin, it is not magic. It's just wonderful. So, but I think you should give all of these things a try. And then hopefully as you are having that get to that stubbly phase, hopefully this might make it, free up, your skin to be able to do what it should do naturally. Yeah,
exactly. And I actually have noticed that as my beard's been growing more, it has been growing in the last couple of weeks even more evenly. And so it definitely is even. I don't know about the rapid growth, but I can tell you, no question, that like so on the sides of my face, up near kind of my ears, everything is now kind of an even length. Like I trimmed it up one time, and then I did notice that now in the last 2 weeks when I've been using the product, that it has been a lot more even. So.
And I don't think there's not like a tutorial out there. I mean, we can look on YouTube and there's a tutorial that tells you how to use these products. But I don't think that what I was going to say is there's not a lifestyle tutorial when people go, I'm going to grow a beard. That's something that you have to go and look into and try things out. And so this is a great place to start. And go, I'm excited for you to talk to your son and hopefully see what he thinks, because he might go, Dad, you're crazy. Why am I going to wash my face? It's like, no, you need to wash your face.
Exactly. And he's at an age now, like, he actually wants to grow a beard, because he's 15. And he's like, trying to like be more mature. He's like, Dad, when does my beard start growing in like yours? And I'm like, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Don't worry about it.
There's some people like, don't make, because it could be, we were talking to one person that said that he was like 40 before he started growing and
That's funny.
Tevin, I don't know what age you are out there, but thanks for putting your question in the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
It might take a while. That was fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
But with my kiddo, I just wanted him to know that it's so, you need to wash your face, you know,
Right.
like slow down, wash your face, wash your head, like all of these things. So like, you don't have to be, cause I remember when he first started to hit those puberty things, I'm like, when did you get so stinky? And I'm going, you know what, just because you're a boy doesn't mean you have to be stinky.
Yeah. Oh no, I've told my son a few times, like he'll come home from school because he's running and active and all that stuff.
Right.
And I'll be like, dude, man, you got to shower right now.
Right.
Like, why did you not put on product before you left for school?
Because
like,
they don't.
Right.
And so like,
well, they got to get used to it.
Right. And so it's just, teaching them that all this is okay. And that's why even when we go back to some of the masks and things that we talked about, that's citrus, that's citrus tang, that smell, those things, those products you can use regardless. So if you were sitting there going, you know what, you're right. I'm a 40-year-old man, and I should be using some things. These products will work out great for you too. And there's lots of options that are out there for you, and those even like in the unscented variety that will do what you need to have them done. Yeah. And help take care of all of those things. You're going, well, how come I feel so? I'm like, I don't want my kid to be all itchy and dry and those things. So going, here's something for you.
Well, and that's what I noticed, like when I was watching, you describe the different products that you're saying, like, they're gender neutral.
Right.
You don't, it's not just for females, it's men too. And now, like, watching what your experience with them, I was like, man, I'm going to order that as well because I want to take care of the rest of my face, not just my beard. I want to take care of the whole damn thing.
Right. So. Because especially, regardless of what gender you identify as, I think one thing that we want to have, keep our skin as healthy as possible.
Right.
Whether it's, I want to worry about the appearance, whether you're like, if you're just not comfortable and with, are you aging gracefully? Are you not? Yeah. Taking care of your skincare and those things, like I had to remind myself that for me, moisturizing is important. Yeah. And, we live in a climate, and a lot of our people who are watching right now might live in a climate like we do here in Minnesota where it is dry. Yep. We have a lot of lakes, but other than the middle of the summer where it's humid for a minute, it can be so dry here dealing with what we're dealing in the winter. And I've been like just trying to keep track of, because we are worried about washing our hands, because we're putting a mask on, all of these hot products that can help you get that natural hydration in. Yeah. Is a wonder. Yeah. Like just if you're just going, all right, it's the middle of the afternoon and I'm feeling a little tired. Yeah. If you grab that rose water tonic that I showed you earlier, that's a great way to perk yourself up instead of going, okay, I'm not going to go and get a Mountain Dew. Yeah. I'm not going to get a Snickers bar. Yeah. This is a good way to go, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to take a walk. Freshen up. Definitely freshen up. Yep. So I am excited now. Okay. Yeah. Just because your beard looks good. Okay. Thank you. I don't think it needs to go any longer. What were your plan? Are you going to get like a big giant beard, or were you? Well, I have no plan. Like, kind of like the viewer who like, left the comment, like, not everybody grows lengths, or it can grow. Like, I like your neck. I don't think you need to cover it up. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Just my whole thing. Good to know. You don't need. But it does look a lot healthier than when 2 weeks ago when we were sitting there and you were like, yeah, you should try these products. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try it. Yeah. Well, like you said, I was saying that just because I didn't want to put it on that fake beard. Yeah, exactly. But in your best interest. Right, but I think it really is true what you were saying before, that it's we're not like raised. I wasn't raised to use the product. I wasn't told about it. My parents never told me about healthy skincare, maintenance or anything like that. And all of those things are actually really true. And now that I'm doing it, like I said, I'm hooked. I'm like, we just had another interesting question in the chat, and I appreciate it. Our friend Gabe said, will these products get me out of the doghouse with my wife? Yes. For a couple of reasons. Like, first of all, you can buy her that stay the night in product first. But you know what? This is honest. Like, I feel like so much the way that we have set up our male-female dynamic is that it's my job to come up with all of these things for the guy that I'm with in the relationship. So I'm supposed to buy all these things. Yep. But then they treat me like I'm a nag if I go, here's some things that you can do. Yeah. So if you do a little research on your own and you showed up looking less scruffy, and here's the other way that, Gabe, I think it'll help you get out of the doghouse with your wife. Yeah. And this is so shady, but it's just real talk. All right, tell me. Okay, so women, we judge other women in our heteronormative relationships. women judge other women based upon what their dude looks like.
You think so?
Absolutely. I know they do. So this is what I mean.
This is good to know.
If a guy who I know is in a relationship shows up looking busted, I blame the woman.
Really?
I'm like, she let him leave like that. You know,
which is kind of true.
Exactly.
It's
because
true.
We've created a world where most of the time guys are not supposed to care about those things.
Right.
So if you show up looking rumpled and disheveled, I presume that you're either a heteronormative single dude or your woman doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
She's
Good
like,
point.
Okay, right.
Good point.
The fact that
it's a new relationship because if you've been in a relationship, you're gonna get these tips on how to take care of yourself.
To the point that she's like, okay, she just gave up on you. Or kind of thing. Right. Like, because I've shown up going, okay, how come nobody told him that looked bad?
Right.
Because I would have told him that it looked bad. if he was showing someplace with me, I would have said that doesn't look right. So I think that
why is it 5 o'clock and you look like you just woke up?
Right. You could do better, kind of thing. But I also think that it's good to level the playing field on a lot of these things, because for how long have we sat there and said it's, for generations, we said it's the woman's job to know these things, to do these things, to take care of those things. And then we could go, well, women have this expectation that they're supposed to take care of themselves and do all this stuff, but we don't expect men to do it. I'm like, oh no, I'm all in on men. You need to take care of your skin.
Yeah.
You can look better.
Yeah.
You don't need to look beat up, and you don't need to come smelling all like you just came. Like, you don't work. You're not an actual woodsman. That's the name of the soap.
Yeah.
So you don't need to actually show up. Like, if an actual, this is a sexy woodsman, this is not what an actual woodsman would smell like. This is acceptable. You can come inside. An actual woodsman, we'd probably be like, you need to stay in the woods. But this is fantastic. So I think, yes, Gabe, I think that this will help you on a couple of things.
For sure.
Right, exactly. So it'll make
put some initiative in.
Yes, it'll make your wife look better because you'll look better. And so people will just give her all the credit.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
And that's what it is.
That's it.
Good
so
deal.
I'm excited, John. I'm glad that you enjoyed all of these things.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for encouraging me. Appreciate it.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. So.
All right.
Right. So we are going to talk about our next product. Do you want to give me those things? You want to put
Yeah. Yep. Let me help you out with that.
Yeah. And reminding everybody that we have a number of packages today, courtesy of our friends at Oleo Skincare. We're going to go to that. We're actually going to meet the founder in just a few minutes. So we started with our Spend the Night In product. We talked about that. I also told you about our natural skin and hair care package. We just went over the Wasatch Woodsman's Beard Pack, courtesy of our friend producer John. And now you can see by his great example how great that worked for him. So again, you can go to our website, SrchPop.com, see all of those packages. You can get that 15% discount, and you also get free shipping, because we know that that is a great value. Just make sure that when you check out, use the code word POPSTAR, all one word, POPSTAR, to get those amazing discounts. So as we get ready to move into our wind down ritual package, so Director Gabe, I do want to talk to Jennifer and have everybody a chance to meet our founder of all of these amazing products. So if you get a second, if you could just go ahead and bring up Jennifer so I can introduce her, everybody, that would be great. And I'm really excited to talk about all of these products. Thank you so much, Gabe. We appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm very excited about all of these things. And Jennifer's going to get to tell me about her inspiration on these things. So there you are, Jennifer Williamson, the founder of Oleo Skincare Beard and Skincare Beard Company. Hello. And you're coming to us from the great state of Utah, right, Jennifer? Wonderful. Jennifer, thank you very much for sharing these products with us. Now, one of the things that's great about SrchPop.com is that it helps us connect to makers like you. I am a big fan of thinking outside of the, as I put it, big box stores. Like, that's what we've gotten because of ease and convenience, when there are so many makers and founders like you that make these amazing products. So thank you very much for putting this all together. What made you decide that you're going to start Oleo Skincare Beard Company? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. That is fantastic. And I agree with you. And I think that a lot of us go through that part of the journey that you did and said, I would like these things. And honestly, we start it. And then because life is life, we fall off the wagon. So thank you very much for doing all of the heavy lifting for us, Jennifer.
My absolute pleasure.
Right.
I love talking about skincare. It's a passion of mine. You know, we can talk for hours and hours about this.
Right. So, okay. So you went through that ingredient list. Were there other things that you said, okay, when I'm setting up Oleo, here's our tenets and the things that we are going to focus on
Hey
and the
guys,
things we're going to, yes.
sorry to cut in, but Jen's audio was out for the first
sure.
minute there. If you don't mind just restating that for us.
Hey, Jen,
Yeah,
let's give us a little like hello, 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 just to make sure we can hear you this time.
Hello, hello, hello. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. How's that, Director Gabe? Is that better?
Oh, we're checking right now.
Yeah,
but
we're going to check and make sure we can hear you, Jen, because I do want everybody to hear your story about Oleo skincare.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so we're good now. So we're going to back up just a little bit because one of the things we were talking about is why you decided to start Oleo and how you stated, and I'll restate a little bit, that you were a hippie at heart. And so you went through the process of finding these products. So can we just tell again for all of our viewers, just to state again, how you started Oleo and why your company is founded the way that it is?
Yes, absolutely. So we're just a couple of folks living out here in Salt Lake City, Utah, which, as everybody knows, it's a desert. Mm-hmm. You know, our humidity level is very low. So right. I was personally searching for clean products, mm-hmm. products that didn't contain any kind of synthetics.
Right.
No hormone blockers. You know, taking control a little bit of my ingredients that are going on my skin as well as in my mouth. So we started Oleo in 2014 out of our own need. And I just knew if there was people like me who wanted it, there'd be a larger percentage of people that wanted some vitamin oil, some right. non-synthetic skincare.
Right. So when you first started as a founder, was this something you were making like in your home and then it branched out and you made it for friends and family? How do you build a business to the point that we can do it like and find you on SrchPop.com?
Yeah, so your first step is get ready to put in a couple years,
right.
5 to 7 years of some hustle, some research, some solid education so people understand that you're credible. After that, it's pure determination. You find those people who identify with what you're looking for. I had very dry skin and living right. in a place with no humidity. So with some education behind me, I went to a home salon.
Okay.
Started doing, pedicures, manicures, using this stuff. And believe it or not, the client's skin started healing up.
Wonderful.
It needs some vitamin oils. It mm-hmm. needs some salt. It needs some, essential fat.
Right.
So after about a year of that, in Salt Lake, we have a huge farmer market scene. Mm-hmm. So if you have any product just for a day, you can take it to farmer market and just see who's interested in
right.
it. So that's how Oleo was born, through farmer
fantastic. Market. Fantastic. And I appreciate that you're going, all right, we did all of the guinea pig work. And so now we're going to go, this serum actually is a repair serum. This actually worked. And you were able to go through all of that. And the way that you went through the process of testing all of these things, you are the most humane maker I have talked to in quite some time. So thank you very much for the process you went through, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's kind of an American dream, right? Where you kind of start from nothing and it's that entrepreneurial spirit.
Right. Now, this particular package, this final one that we talked about, this wind down ritual, I am inundated with articles that talk to me about our sleep routines. And I'll be honest with you, it's one of those things that I have actively been working on for the last 2 years. And I'm still very, very flawed in my wind down ritual. But I know how important it is to make sure that we do have better sleep and we do renew ourselves that way. And being able to have that, what do we do as we're getting ready for bed and winding down in the evening is very important. And so you helping us out with this collection, the serum, the tea, and the candle, what do you want to start with of these 3 items?
Well, I think we should start with the candle.
Okay.
When we talk about our days are increasingly getting busier and busier.
Right.
Our boundaries between work and taking care of ourselves are slimmer because we are expected to even show up on Zoom at all times. So what we promote is a time where you disconnect from your day,
right.
where you begin to get in touch with yourself. So for us, the nicest way to do that is a clean, burning, soy-based wood wick candle.
That is Jennifer, I just want to stop you right there. I considered myself a candle connoisseur. I've seen soy-based ones, and I thought I was doing all of the amazing work as a good candle connoisseur. I've never seen this wood wick before. I'm astounded.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. There's very few companies that do it. They're a little finicky. They don't like a lot of drafts on the wood wick, but they provide such an experience where you can sit there and look at it and the little wood wick crackles.
Right. You know, which I think is just amazing, like to have that experience when so many of us are throwing up like bonfire, videos on YouTube and Netflix, when instead you can go, no, I have a wood wick candle. That's amazing. And it smells wonderful. I'm one of those people that I have friends that I call them candle collectors. Like they don't use them. And I'm like, they just get dusty in their house. I'm going, no, these are made for you to burn and experience. And everything about this candle, this oleo candle, makes me want to just right now, just jump right in and just have it, and experience the whole thing. It is amazing.
I love that. It's the first step to winding down.
Right. And so we've done that. We have our candle. We've hopefully locked our cell phones and our tablets someplace away. They're plugged into another room. And so we can move on to this artisan tea. The one I'm looking at right now is the Mojito Lime. This looks amazing as well. I'm not a coffee person, which usually gets me kicked out of conversations. You are not allowed to not be a coffee person. But I am not. I am a tea drinker. So this one, how do you source this particular one, Jennifer?
Well, if you're anything like me, the older we're getting, we're watching what's going on our skin. We're watching what's going in our mouth. So this lovely tea, you can guarantee that everything in here is organic, non-spray. You're not drinking your pesticides.
Right.
Nil Organic Tea is an experienced loose leaf tea company. Pure ingredients, and another way to sit down, get in the moment, taste your tea, actually concentrate on your tea and smell it and drink it.
Right. So everybody needs to get, like, I have my little thing that I can put my loose leaf tea in. You need to get yourself one of those. It will change your life. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Like being able to do this. So I think this is fantastic. And this particular Mojito Lime one, it works very well with the lemongrass candle that I have here. And then our final thing here, and this is a big deal, this evening repair serum. That we have here that we're as part of this packet. And I think we're giving people a huge discount on this, right?
That's correct.
Right.
This product is an herbally infused item. So we herbally infuse it for 2 months beforehand with St. John's wort. St. John's wort is known for lifting our mood.
Right.
It's also a great pain reliever. So from head to toe, St. John's wort every single day. We also infuse it with calendula, which is calming and healing, chamomile, and burdock root. There's a lot of nutrition in this.
Okay. And so from what I understand, when we're using this is another one of those things that a few drops goes a long way, right? So you don't have to worry about dousing yourself in this particular thing. This is just a little bit, right?
Exactly. It's almost like your 2 built-in fingers are the perfect measurement for you. When you take your cap off, you just tip your bottle over, and the amount that goes on your fingertips is great to kind of rub in and around your eyes and in your forehead.
And basically, from what I understand, if you go to SrchPop.com and you do this discount, we're giving this whole set away, this wind down ritual set, for $59.49, right?
That's correct.
Right. That is a great. I mean, who doesn't, deserve it's less than $60 in that you're going to sit there and go and just change so much of your life. Like I remember that when I was going, because I dabble in a little bit of the anxiety, like a lot of us do. And one of the things I said, I really need to get better at sleeping. I was definitely, Jennifer, one of those people that's like wore the fact that I was terrible at sleeping and didn't sleep well like a badge of honor. Like some of us treat ourselves like warriors, like, oh, I don't need sleep. And I was like, no, you are slowly killing yourself. You need to sleep better. So anything that you can do to add things to your ritual so that you can rest and rejuvenate overnight, I'm all for. So being able to get this wind down ritual, because a lot of times I'm sure that you run into people like this all the time, Jennifer. They go, I can't change. It's not going to work for me. And instead we can sit there and go, no, here's a process. Here's some things you can add into your nightly ritual that can help you change and reset.
Yeah, exactly. And the biggest thing right now, along with clean skincare, is meditation. Right. Everybody thinks that there's a right way to do it. And meditation just simply means that you're putting space between you and your thoughts. You're being a human for a moment. Mm-hmm. So we do that with visual, with the candle. We do that with taste, with the tea. And we do that with taking care of our skin and the smell and the herbs to ground ourselves.
Jennifer, I'm so glad that you summed it up that way, because you're right. We look at these things and we immediately go to judgment and say that we are bad at things and we failed, when no, it's just a different exploration for all of us. So give yourself, arm yourself with some tools to make you as successful as possible in your journey. So that is fantastic. So let's remind everybody, we know that they can find your products at SrchPop.com, but we're also going to make sure that we put all of Oleo's information out there, because they can follow you personally on social media and everything, right? So how do we find you, Jennifer?
That's right. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, all through Oleo Skin Beard. We are very active with our customers. We love talking about skincare. We love talking about Pop Search. We've been talking about this for the last 2 weeks now, and we're super excited to be on something like this and have these kind of products available to more people than outside of the Etsy area.
Right.
Maybe so they find us on Pop Search and then they say, oh, I have a specific question. And then, wow, there's a human there to talk to them about the ingredients. So thank you so much for this platform.
And speaking of humans, real quick, just because we had the tester beard before, but is your husband still within shouting's distance?
Yes, Derek is still here.
So
Mr.
can we
Beard.
see Derek's Mr. Beard? Like, his beard is amazing. So if anybody wants to know,
Derek.
Yeah, beard, come showcase your beard so everybody knows how amazing you are. Kind of thing.
Pop this in your ear and say hello. Now this gentleman. This gentleman here, he grew his beard in finally fully at 40 years old. He's been working on it since, and it's spectacular now.
You are a testament to staying at it, Derek. It looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. So Jennifer, Derek, thank you very much for sharing all of your Oleo products with us. We appreciate you, and we're going to check in with you again very soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. And thanks to everybody who's watching. Remember, you can get those deep discounts on all of these amazing Oleo skincare products by going to SrchPop.com. You can get that Spend the Night In package. You can also get the Natural Skin and Hair Care package, that amazing Wasatch Woodsman's Beard Pack, which we said is also absolutely fabulous. And finally, grab yourself this Wind Down Ritual package. There are only so many of these available right now. They're definitely going to sell out, and then you won't be able to get them at this discount. So make sure you go to SrchPop.com, use the code word POPSTAR when you check out in order to get that discount. Make sure you also get that free shipping, and make sure you check in with us again. We're going to have our next show, as we said, on Tuesday, May 11th. We're going to come to you and introduce you to some other great products that you can find on SrchPop.com. If you want to get something that's a little bit out of the norm, if you want to get something that is specifically for you, and also get to know some other amazing founders like the folks over at Oleo Skin and Beard Company, make sure you always go to SrchPop.com. And remind you one more time, sign up to be one of our VIP pop stars at SrchPop.com. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and we will see you again on our very soon for our next SrchPop Live pop-up sale. I'm Ms. Shannon. Enjoy your day, everybody.